Hey everyone, I'm shmumbler, and this is SweetPeebs.
Hi, I'm still crying about Crypt Custodian.
Anyway, welcome to White Day, a Labyrinth Named School. This is a 2001 Korean horror game. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Time won't start on the menu. We'll give a countdown when it comes time because it actually starts with the first input. So we'll just kind of wait for everything to load in, and then I'll count from 4. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab that marker for safety later on. That's a save item, but I'm about to get some blaring alarms in my ears. So Peebs, would you wanna talk about what I'm doing with the ladder and all of that?
Yes, so right now, well actually very soon, shmumbler will grab a ladder and bypass an entire puzzle. Normally what is supposed to happen is you crawl through vents, you turn off steam valves, and then you come into this room, but instead shmumbler's just gonna kinda come up here, climb the ladder right here.
It's doing this again.
Little
That's
repositioning there.
Yeah, so this is like weirdly specific for some reason, but if you place the ladder in a very particular spot, which it is not wanting to let me do, then you can just kind of like step up on it and you'll clip onto the window ledge there and just be able to zoom right through the window. That skips like a whole section where I have to crawl through the vents, watch a cutscene that takes like 30 seconds where we're introduced to the janitor, which is the stalker type character of the game. And yeah, it's really long, so that's very helpful. Okay, and so now we've got a first talisman. Throughout this game, we're going to be collecting several of those. Basically, the idea is we've snuck into school like after 10 p.m. at night to be able to sneak in some chocolate for our crush for White Day. Unfortunately for us, the school is very haunted, and these talismans are to help like break the seals that are trapping all of these spirits in the school.
Of course.
Because that's always a good idea, right?
I mean, you know, I haven't heard anything against it.
Yeah, but anyway, now that we're through with all of that, I do have to do some prep work. This is a point where I would normally be running from classroom to classroom, counting a bunch of sports balls to figure out a randomly generated save combination to get some acid. Thankfully, there's other ways of doing that because I don't really want to take a tour of the school. Instead, there's going to be a like palette of mats or something. I don't know. It's a little hard to tell what they are, but we're going to just kind of crouch into them and clip right through into the ether and shove my face right into the side of the safe and grab it that way. Also going to be unlocking a few doors here because there's some bug spray that I need to grab and a first aid kit for later. But here we go. I'll just crouch down in here, kind of squeeze my way back. This is something that's a little finicky. So I am playing with an English translation patch. For some reason, in the English version of this game, we have to do the skip that way, but in the Korean version, there's a chair that you can climb on that just lets you like sink into the side of it. It's a lot more easy, but hey, we like to read the story, right? Anyway, here's our potential girlfriend. Girlfriend's about to be abducted by a tree monster. I'm not joking. There we go. And yeah, now I'm going to be going and doing the boss fight. So Peebs, you can take it from here, please.
Yes, so it was very brief, but earlier shmumbler applied bug spray, and that is actually going to prevent damage being taken in the scary tree boss room, and you will see in just a moment here. So there is a little ghost girl who travels from pustule to pustule, and that's so gross to say. This is the RNG run killer. Basically, what we are hoping to happen is Ghost Girl will travel through these far pods, and there is a chance that she will go inside the tree and hide and waste an entire phase. But, you know, best case scenario, she travels through the furthest pods, doesn't hide in the tree, and then we end up at the pods nearest the door, which of course is always fastest. And thankfully, yeah, that is what happened. So that was the boss fight.
Yeah, that was actually pretty good. She did go to the tree twice, so that lost about 10 seconds, but overall, that's pretty average. Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Ghost face.
There is
Don't mind that.
a floating ghost head that you can see there, but Shmumbler's just too fast and we got away. So now what they are doing is going to the room immediately above that boss fight room to grab this talisman that is going to be needed to enter the next building of the school.
All right, and this is also where we will be making our route choice. So what did we have as our winner?
So Young is our winner with $470. Thank you so much for those donations.
Thank you.
All right, so yeah, the fun thing about So Young is we do get one less skip, but what we get in exchange is we get to do the Labyrinth at the end. So that is a very fun little bit. Look forward to doing that. Thank you very much. All right, so that is it for the first building. Now we are in main building number 2. This is like the classroom and club room building of the school. It's 4 stories where we were supposed to be doing a whole bunch of puzzles culminating in a big fight, like puzzle fight against a giant boss baby ghost thing. But we don't actually need to get the talisman for this area because this hallway, which is supposed to loop infinitely, for some reason only checks that you're moving forward. So we're going to stop just short of the trigger for the looping and strafe sideways, and there's the exit. All right, so now for the new building, we're just going to pop over to the left here and say hi to our girlfriend again. We're going to actually be hanging out with her for a little bit here. This is a part where we're actually just going to be kind of following her up and down the floors to get a key card. So, Jaidlyn, if you have any donations, this is a perfect time.
I certainly do have donations. We have $50 from EBD that says, "Hi, Shmum. Glad to see White Day on the GDQ stage. I know with you running it and Peebs on commentary that things will be perfect. Good luck, and we can celebrate with non-paranormal chocolates later. Love you."
I love you too.
Do you have time for one more?
I do.
Great. We've got $10 from Herminator that says, "It's too early for me to come up with a clever comment. Good luck, Shmumbler."
Hey, if you have trouble coming up with a comment, think about commentary. But we are going to still be collecting some stuff. I'm just going to be grabbing some health items for the Labyrinth. This is still going to be waiting basically for So Young to slowly walk her way all the way back up here. So we have time for probably 2 or 3 more.
Fantastic. I certainly have those. I just wanted actually to give a little shout out to some of our anonymous no comment donations. And we have several of those. We've got $250 from Anonymous, another $250 from Anonymous, and then $100 from Anonymous, and none of these have comments, but we thank you so much for your generous donations towards the Prevent Cancer Foundation, for which we've already raised $556,000.
Wow.
Nice. All right, so yeah, we're almost done with this bit. So Young just has to get to like right here to trigger a cutscene. We're gonna get a nice big open tour of the new building, especially showing this key up in the lights here. That key is actually, let me just do a quick safety save here. But it's the key to the rooftop, which we're supposed to be solving a bunch of puzzles for to get a special item to break those lights and get the key. No, we're not gonna do that. So I did mention that this game has a stalker type enemy, which is the janitor. This is the only time we're gonna see him in the run. And yeah, he's just gonna unlock the door for us. So I'm just gonna crouch in the corner here. Hello, goodbye. And once we're on the rooftop here, he just despawns. And now I'm navigating a maze that I would normally have to use the dowsing rods to navigate. It has invisible walls, and if you run into them, you get flung back against the door or the opposite wall and take damage, but, you know, just memorize it. No big deal.
And BT, this is a speed run.
And take this talisman, we're gonna throw that on here, and now I get a lovely pursuit boss
Yes.
Question mark?
Question mark? Yes, this is technically a boss. This woman with the very poor AI pathing is going to be chasing us, and shmumbler really needs to make sure to track her movements. She cannot get too far away because otherwise she will slow the player down by breaking glass, well, by laughing and then breaking glass and causing damage. So every so often, they are just gonna have to turn around, make sure she is not too far away. And also, there is a risk that she will fall down these danger areas and just cause a ruckus. So basically what the goal is going over to an alarm panel over on the other end of this hallway, waiting for her to stand in a specific spot because she is afraid of alarms, and then triggering the alarm for her to, let's say, take a nap.
Oh, she's right there. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so that that chase is more of a babysitting segment because it's very easy for her to just like start running around in circles, and you just kind of have to sit there and wait for her to start following you again. But now we are in the final building of the game. There's a whole deal where we're supposed to unlock the doors like I'm doing here, run downstairs, and once you get into the gymnasium, a fire breaks out, and you have to navigate all these different locker rooms, try to fight fires with different types of fire extinguishers. Or you can just drop down like that and collect the items that you're gonna need, and don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
So we've got our type A extinguisher, because that's the only fire type we're gonna have to deal with now.
I bet you were not expecting this to also be a fire safety simulator.
Yes, we also have to collect type B and type Cs usually to deal with electric and grease fires. Okay, so now we're through the one bit of flame that we actually have to deal with. We're gonna place the valve to activate the sprinklers. And then, oh no, a lot of stuff. But
How did you get past? Oh,
no,
just kidding.
That's fine.
Yeah, whatever.
So we rescue So Young once again. We get our final talisman. I'm actually gonna go ahead and drink a soy milk here because I was hurt and that does slow you down. And now we can just put down the talisman and get into the labyrinth. And when I say labyrinth, it is very much a labyrinth. And the whole idea of this is I'm going to be grabbing all the talismans that I've placed throughout the game to reseal the ghosts because they are now all out and angry, and that's not good for anybody. That said, I know we have gotten a little bit behind, so I'm going to go ahead and do my shout-outs now. So huge shout-out to EBD, my wonderful wife. Thank you for the claps. I appreciate it. I'm sorry.
Hello? Should we say it?
Sure.
That's never happened before.
Yeah, thanks.
Yay! Yay!
Thanks for killing me. Okay. Well, that's great. Well, I have a safety safe, but it wasn't at the labyrinth.
No, it's fine. Just more time
Okay.
for donations, right?
I guess we will try what we can. At least this is right here where I can just go straight back to the new building. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Do you have time for a quick donation?
We do.
Wonderful. Well, in that case, I have donations for you. I also have a new update on a brand new bid war that has been opened. For Shadow Generations, we have the language choice that you can have the game in, which is French, English, German, Italian, Japanese, and Spanish. So if you would like a say in that, make sure you get those donations in.
This feller.
Yeah, so I mentioned that the janitor despawns when you get on the rooftop, right? That doesn't happen if he's aggroed, which was the whole reason why I made that safety safe.
More donations?
Yes, please.
Fabulous. Do I have donations for you?
Yay.
We've got $50 from VP Logics that says, donating for a good cause. Don't forget to drink some water and have a snack with how fast this event is going. We've also got $50 from Anonymous that says, much love to every runner and all the splendiferous staff that makes these GDQs possible. Less than 3.
right. Well, we made it through the rooftop again, so there's that.
And we can see that wonderfully kind and caring woman who...
Yeah, so actually, funny enough, when she drops here, it doesn't actually kill her. She's actually the one that starts the fire in the gym. Oh, wow, you're actually...
Hello.
Hello. No, hey, come back. I was just about to compliment you, too. She sounds really close, though. Well, apparently sound doesn't mean anything. There we go. There's also this like hanging body here that tries to force your camera into it. So if you see me like weirdly looking at the ground, that's me trying to fight the pull. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Do y'all have dreams about going back to high school and missing tests? I do. I definitely have those dreams.
I don't even have to have dreams about that because I did miss several tests when I was in college.
No. What about you, Jaidlyn? Do you ever have those dreams?
Unfortunately, yes. And we also have a donation from somebody who may be having some of those dreams with $10 from Strike that says, didn't know someone made a simulator game out of my everyday high school experience. Neat! Let's go, shmumbler.
Thank you very much. Okay, so yeah, we're almost back where we were, so this isn't too terrible.
Again, remember fire safety, everyone.
Yeah, I don't even really know how I managed to die there because usually it takes several hits for you to get there, but not today. All right, so there's that. Right back through the scaffolding, get our talisman. Yeah, everything's good.
That scary laughter was just, cheering you on, shmumbler. Like, yay, I love this game.
The ghosts are so happy.
Yeah.
For now. I should have hit save there, but it's fine. We'll just deal with it. Surely it can't happen twice, right?
Why would you say that?
Don't you? We're already dealing with ghosts. Why would you jinx it?
Are you saying there's ghosts in the machine?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so I am gonna go ahead and heal here. One thing that I haven't mentioned yet is that when you're running in this game, you have the little heart in the bottom left. Your heart rate does go up the longer you run, and eventually you start slowing down and taking damage over time. The soy milk that we grabbed is less to deal with damage in the labyrinth and more to prevent our heart rate from getting too high. Okay, yeah, we should be in the clear now. There is also one last choice that happens in this game. Once we finish the labyrinth, we have to escape across a bridge of falling blocks, and we have the option to rescue or leave behind our love interest, So Young. And, since we've already died, it's probably best to go ahead and save her, so we're gonna just... And time will be when we get into the light at the end. Make sure that we don't fall and die. Although this part does actually have a continue. And that's time. And what a way to end it. I hit escape right as the cutscene started, which, fun fact, if you skip the cutscene on the first frame, it crashes the game, so hooray. But yeah, so shout outs to my wife for being as supportive and loving as she is. Shout outs to Binary Breakers and Clock Tower team. Y'all have given me life, and I've taken up too much time already, so that's it for me.